watching the NBA on 2K Sports with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan on this Saturday afternoon. On the sideline and coming up later, Doris Burke. Lakers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now the opening lineup for Boston, courtesy of State Farm. And for the Lakers, we've got Johnson. He's out there with Davis. And it's Bradley in at the 2 spot.
And, of course, the Lakers shipped off Lamar Odom before last season started. And just got a late first-round pick from Dallas in return. Not exactly what you would expect in terms of, a player of Lamar Odom's caliber. You'd think they could have done better with that deal.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Outside Westbrook. Right side Davis. Kicks it out to James. The steal. And they're moving it up. Number 36. He stays with it and gets the second chance and nails it.
Real persistence on his part. Stayed with the play and cashed in with the second chance points.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
The Lakers ended up being fine with how they played, but really, as you said, it seems like they missed out on getting more in return.
Yeah, the whole trade appeared to be sort of a panic move. I mean, they didn't play well early, but ultimately adjusted, and I think that trade definitely hurt them early last season.
Here are the Lakers. It's a three-point game. The 3-ball, and that one's good. James.
He may not be their top three-point option, guys, but you still got to cover him. I mean, you got to defend him in some form or fashion.
Here's Brown, and that one's on target from the wing. Brown's got his first 2 points. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the Lakers head coach. He's certainly aware of the shot-blocking talent on the other roster, but he doesn't want his guys to change their approach too much. He said, listen, we've got to continue to score in the paint. We can't just live on the outside. I just told our guys, when you jump up, jump into their body to try to take their legs away. Kevin, we'll see if they can score inside.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, and they know how tough a task it's going to be to take on this defense. They've got to focus on that aspect right away.
Well, that's the priority in the scouting report. You face a team this good defensively, you're thinking about how we need to attack it. And then it's a matter of executing once you get out there.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Well, Kevin, his great ball handling ability puts a lot of pressure on the defense. He's able to break down defenders and get to wherever he wants on the floor, and that allows him the best angle to attack the defense.
And the other most noticeable thing about him to me is his passing. I mean, he makes things so easy for his teammates. All they have to do is get to the right spot on the floor, and he'll get it to them. It was kind of a weird start to the playoffs last year for Boston. Rondo gets suspended early, but the Celtics were able to get past the Hawks as they matched up as the 4 and 5 seeds, and the Celtics actually did not have home court advantage in that series.
True, right. Boston with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers, and James pulls it down.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And that's the devastating one-handed jam.
Not stopping. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Back to Williams. And stolen by Howard. And it's the Lakers on the break. Anthony leading the charge.
Too little, too late from the deep. Give him credit for trying anyway.
Great job he did getting through him and up to the rim.
Yeah, now that was aggressive, and that's exactly what I like to see.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And not a very strong free throw shooting team in general. Guys, they shot 73% as a team a year ago.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Clark, you wonder how the Celtics would fare as an older team and shortened season, the compacted window of games, so many games crammed into 1 week. You just weren't sure how much gas they had in the tank come playoff time, Steve. But as it showed, they won a couple series and made their way through.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive for getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking Miami to 7 games. They had their chance, too, up 3-2 in a home game, but LeBron and Miami were just too much.
The Celtics shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
So both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Davis. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Anthony is out there with Davis, and it's Ellington in a shooting guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And the shot is good. Brown's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Celtics. The Lakers in the lead. Fires the three, and that one's good. Westbrook.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with the three ball.
Yep, they've got it going. Nice, clean looks.
Throughout the history of the NBA, the Celtics have been such a constant presence in the postseason that it's hard to imagine the playoffs without seeing the green. Every year the players change, but the Celtics' mystique is always in it, and that team is always hanging around.
I like that foul. You don't want to give up an easy 2 in transition.
No, you don't want to give up a layup. Make him earn them from the stripe, and maybe you get a break and he makes only one of the free throws and misses them both.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And some changes here for the Celtics. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. To the paint. 0. True on the 14-footer. And that'll tie this game up. LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's really the mark of a great franchise. Boston expects great things from the Celtics each year, and more often than not, Steve, they deliver.
Yeah, you don't get all those banners that they have in that building without executing in the postseason. That's what this Celtic team has done the last few years. They play together, they've played hard, they defend, and they're at their best when their best is needed.
And pushing it up, here's Boston, number 11. And that one's good.
That's an old-fashioned finish there, guys. Going to the finger roll to get the easy 2.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Picked his pocket. And pushing it up, here's Boston, 0. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Boy, it's no wonder they've got the lead. Their shooting has really picked up here in the second quarter.
You don't expect the team, Steve, to shoot in the 60% range the entire game. But if they can hover around that mark, well, they'll run away with this one.
Here is Howard, following the bucket by the Celtics. Floats one. Good.
That's a nice hoop for a guy that typically doesn't score a lot.
50 seconds left in the first half. Number 36. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Staples Center was just an unwelcoming venue all around last season, and the Lakers did their part by defending the home court not only with pride, but passion, too.
Lakers always tough, as you mentioned, Clark, here at home. And last year, no different. Ended up 26-7 here inside the Staples Center. It was a big part, Steve, of why they were able to win the Pacific Division.
Well, any team that is a serious championship contender, Kevin, is going to control its home floor. And the Lakers, despite the fact that they lost in the conference semifinals, they were a contender, and they controlled their home floor pretty much all season long. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see them break this game open. They are absolutely lighting it up.
Well, it's like you used to be on occasion. When you got in that zone, You can't miss out there, and that's what they're doing. Every shot they put up seems to go in. And if I'm on the other side, I'm wondering what the heck is going on here.
Williams kicks to Brown. Back to Williams. Number 36. And a draw from three-point range. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Celtics lead by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on out at Staples Center. The Celtics doing well so far. They're racking up the assists, great passing in the early going.
A view here of the skyline over Los Angeles, California, as we welcome you back. Celtics leading by 3. On the floor for Boston. It's stolen by Bradley. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Buries it down low. James has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Lakers.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Well, anytime this club got to the line a year ago, they made the defense pay, and they hit 82% as a team.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Celtics with possession here. 3-point lead. The rebound by Johnson.
You know, when the Celtics were at their best during this recent era, they were probably the best defensive club in the entire NBA. But the team has changed. They've gotten smaller. They may be a little better offensively, but they're not really the defensive force they were a few years ago.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Lakers.
James. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
Number 36. He's covered by Westbrook. 0. The shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Well, you look at the stats, and the Celtics were still great as far as opposing field goal percentage goes. And Steve, you were just talking about defense, but as Steve was just saying, Clark, they looked different to me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, a lot of it is that they had just such solid physical and mental fiber, and they just seemed to lose a bit of that edge. Still a very good defensive team, but hard to call them the best anymore.
Yeah, their mental fabric remained intact.
Yes, it did.
And they will call over the back on the play.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
So both teams changing it up here. And the Lakers with another miss.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
Now here's James. He's got 13. The second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
And what I like watching, Kevin, with this guy is his ability to just chase down rebounds. I mean, he plays so hard, hustles from the opening tip till the final buzzer. And it really shows with his work on the offensive glass.
And Steve, what a shot blocker he is, too. I mean, you're taught that it's counterproductive to swat a ball into the fourth row, but he just can't seem to help himself.
Offensive rebound. Powers down the dunk.
Boy, that kind of hustle you just love to see.
And it gets his teammates fired up.
Yeah, especially with the powerful slam to finish things off.
0. From outside, off the mark. Lakers leading by 3. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Anthony, it's good from long range. Anthony's got 9. The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 for the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Brown. Drops in the tray. 12 points for him. Outside Westbrook. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. And
Third of the Celtics. 32.
while we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite uncontainable game report. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. For the Lakers, it's been an uncontainable game from their small forward off the bench. He's been able to step in and leave his mark on this game. With the score so close, you have to think they'll keep looking to him the rest of the way.
Great, Doris, thanks. And when you look at that textbook contribution, guys, coming from one of your reserves, he really fit that definition here tonight.
Yeah, he's really been the X factor in this game. You know, to be honest, I don't think they were ready for him defensively.
How about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow. Well, that is fantastic stuff, guys. I mean, splendid. He's someone with the ability to make a jaw-dropping play every trip down the floor.
Well, that's why folks love to come see him play.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know I do, guys. He's an entertainer, and that's the only way you can describe him.
And the highlight reel replay, brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff. Boston trailing. Here's Brown. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And it's the Lakers on the break. Davis has got the ball. And that one's good. James.
Yeah, and he's been a player who always saves his best for last, Kevin. Absolutely thrives under pressure. And, you know, when some guys back down with the game coming down to the wire, he seems to be the one to take it up a notch.
He's got plenty of sweetener in this game, a little flair in his package. Not a guy you have to call a play for. He can size you up and take you apart.
To take the lead. Rebound the Lakers. Leans, and again it's the Lakers.
Boy, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chances.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Brown outside. No problems knocking that one down.
And the shootout continues.
Trading buckets both ways. I mean, offense definitely the focal point for these teams.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. James misses. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the bench.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Lakers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. This one for 3. The shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Williams. Hits the go-ahead bucket. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Well, they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher.
Hasn't had a whole lot of misses here in the quarter. Very sharp shooting right now. It's fun to watch.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Westbrook. It falls.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Well, they did have a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before the shot attempt.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion, and it just didn't work out that time.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
That was critical, guys. Absolutely critical, and, you know, that's what we're used to seeing out of him.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. 0. Money!
Came through there with a key basket.
Yeah, that was huge, stepping up when it matters most.
Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Davis. No good.
Boy, they almost tied it up with that shot.
Well, they're this close here in the fourth quarter, scrapping back into it.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you've got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I'll tell you what, those 2 free throws give them some much-needed breathing room, guys. It's now a 2-possession game.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3, buries it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. Big-time bucket there, Clark.
And Kevin, the crowd is loving it.
Well, they know exactly how big that shot was.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he's unable to get the second one. Now here's James. He nails it, and we're tied up.
You know, he got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
Now a timeout called by Boston. The score is tied at 48. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams in the post. Oh, so close, but he misses the game-winning jam. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Celtics. James, light covering. And that one's good. James has got 26 points.
I'm sure they'd like to get more shots like that one.
And it's Brown missing. Lakers shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And Brown over to help. James. The shot misses. And the Celtics going the other way now. Pass to White. And Davis pulls it down.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Bradley's checked in for the Lakers. Williams is checked in for the Celtics.
And that's how you do it, guys. I mean, free throws in a game like this can make a huge difference.
Now here's James. D right out. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
James. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Critical for him to knock down those free throws, guys. They had to come away with the lead on that trip.
A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. Take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he did.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
Man, he is an absolute force when he gets near the hoop.
0. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Not much doubt about that over the back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The Lakers making a switch here. He's off that time. Second free throw missing. Celtics shooting it really well. 54% from the floor.
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up. Rock that rim. Gotta love that enthusiasm, folks.
Not only, Clark, did he rock the rim, he decided to hang around a bit for that one, too. I love it.
What a finish. That was just gorgeous.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock.
Still a chance, but they've got to score here.
Yeah, every possession is necessary.
For the three. And Davis pulls it down. And for the Lakers, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Releases. Good!
They're looking good here, adding to this lead.
Yeah, you know, time winding down here, the score and the clock clearly in their favor.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he makes both from the line. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, big-time free throws there. You can put this one in the books.
Horford is guarded by Davis. The shot misses.
This is the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And so the Lakers take the win. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.